one.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chad Virgin Podcast. We're back again, and this time we have someone special with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, it's good to be here. It's me, Dot Fox Tom.
Yeah,
You won't know me.
Yeah, you won't know him. He's a friend of ours. So yeah, with the host.
Let's have to use your channel.
The host JJRGaming.
And
JackKiyTheGamerGuy.
And of course, you already know me, Zac Attack.
Okay, we overtalked each other.
Right.
All right.
So welcome to episode 3. It's been a while. A lot's happened. Basically, Jack's PC killed itself, and we had to wait for him to fix it.
And then after that, Zac had his game jam thing. So that was
Zac
fun.
himself.
Yeah.
By the way, it's a very cool game. You guys should definitely check it out. Link in the description, maybe.
Yeah, there will be.
Yeah, I can look in the description.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not a laggy
little project.
And Zac has somehow
And take that as what you will. It's a project. It's not a.
It's not finished.
It's not going to be a AAA game.
Yeah,
No,
it's not gonna ever get anywhere near big games. It's
well, put it
Yeah,
this way.
don't expect it to be like great graphics or anything like that. Because
We'll put
it's
it
just a
this
little
way,
project.
It's probably not going to be as buggy as Sonic 06.
Decent.
The main thing is,
Oh
it's
god. Or Cyberpunk. That's more relevant.
Or
It's
Cyberpunk. That's more relevant. Yeah.
Hopefully, it's not like Cyberpunk, but it's a really nice game world.
I will say Cyberpunk
Yeah.
is actually starting to be somewhat playable now.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
cool. It's
good.
actually updated.
They fixed most of the bugs by now. CD Projekt Red just made a patch and it fixed most of it. Anyway,
Cool.
to keep us back on topic before we get horribly derailed, because that is the theme on this podcast, we have 3 main topics we want to talk about today. And I'm going to let Jack do the first one, because this is one he suggested. So, Jack, I will hand it over to you with the GameStop drama.
Oh yeah, the GameStop drama. Oh
boy.
god. Where everyone's lost a ton of, or a lot of billionaires, sorry, lost a ton of their money because the Redditors, of all people, the freaking Redditors got their hands on it.
To provide some context to people here, if you haven't heard about this, I don't know how you haven't. Are you living under a rock? Well,
Yeah, if you haven't, then you haven't been on the internet for like a century. Like,
to be fair,
it's everywhere.
We're all in quarantine, so it is a rock, basically. But there's this thing called
The internet is the rock.
Tom, damn it, you derailed my train of thought. There's a thing called
Reject humanity, become rock.
Become rock.
Become rock.
Reject humanity. Become stone.
There's a difference between a rock in a hard place and then actually being the rock in the hard place.
You're between a rock and a hard place, and you're the very hard place. Anyway,
I think you'll find I'm the very hard place. Know what I mean?
Thank God this doesn't get edited, because they get to hear all of this, minus the obvious edits I will make. Anyway, to provide context for people who haven't heard about what happened with GameStop, there's a tactic on Wall Street called short selling, where it's basically selling a bunch of stock and then buying it all up cheap. Buying it cheap and selling it high when the stock's high. But
I mean,
I don't know specifics. It's some shady tactic where you make a quick buck and then when the price is low, you buy more. It's some weird thing. I don't really know. I'm not an economics expert. You need an economics expert.
It's honestly a typical thing when you're going to buy stuff. You see it on shows like, I believe it was like a show called Storage Hunters that I remember, where they would go to little places and buy. Exactly. That's exactly what I remember.
There'll be a link in the description to an article that can talk about it a lot better than I could. It's just us giving an overview where basically a bunch of rich people were looking to make a quick buck off the cheap. But what happened was, as you should know by now, if not, look in the description, there's a story there where Reddit,
out of all places,
of all the places on the internet where scum and villainy live, actually managed to get their asses in gear for about 5 minutes and fucked over all the rich people by buying the stock and the price shooting up. Therefore, they lost money because they were now having to buy more stocks.
Shock.
They were having to buy more stock to keep their thing, thus losing more money. And this crashed about 2 days ago. There'll be a citation somewhere here if I'm wrong. But there will be a citation if I am wrong. Like, I will admit if I fucked up. But
Oh boy!
the main thing
I
is
can see fact check becoming the new meme
but
of the Chad version podcast.
Wasn't that an old meme?
not fact checking, yeah. But
Yeah.
basically, a lot of rich fucks lost a lot of money, and well, here came the U.S. government to the rescue with those stimulus packages for them. Oh, I'm sorry you lost all your money. There. Here's $20 million to make up for it.
20 million. Jesus, what do you think the government is made of?
It's the
Money,
US,
apparently.
It's the US government. They can print money, which
Yeah,
which they have done in the past.
Yeah.
They call
Reminds me
it
of that Nintendo meme
Oh, it's
Money.
like
a few
printing
years
money.
back where they got the Wii and it was and somebody edited it so that it was just money was coming out of the slot of the Wii, and you just had Sakurai in the background saying it prints money.
It's the same thing here. It's just like, oh yes, we'll print you some more money. It's okay. You lost a bit of, shock horror. The investors, they can't own 6 mansions now. They're going to own 5.
Oh,
How will
first
they
world problems.
How will they
How will
survive?
they survive with
Oh
only 5
no!
mansions?
Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm here
First world
living at my
problems.
nan's house. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm made of money, aren't I?
Ah, you are like one of you are up there. You are with like Johnny Depp at least.
At least minimum. Minimum.
If you guys want to add anything to this, I'm going to hand it over mostly to you. That was just me explaining to our viewers what the fuck has been going on.
Well-
No, pretty much. I think you just pretty much told
Yeah.
it away anyway.
You summed it up in a pretty tight knit package. Well done.
Yeah.
Pretty much with what they were trying to do, they were just doing the usual thing of trying to buy things as cheaply as possible and then sell them on. A good tactic that was what they were doing was obviously buying it cheaply whenever you can, and if you know it sells, sell it. And that's pretty much everything about it.
I'm going to do a clap here 1 second because Lily's just 2, 1. And we're back. Sorry, there's a little cut in the video there. We had something happen behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Anyway, there'll be a behind the scenes at the end of this video. Anyway,
Mhm.
so I'll let
You're not supposed to know that yet.
It's okay. I doubt anyone will watch this far in, but let's continue anyway. So,
Monkey. No.
Does anyone else want to say
You're
anything?
spoiling it.
Does anyone else want to say anything about the GameStop situation, or do we think we've wrapped it all up in a nice little ball?
Yeah, that was
No,
a
actually
nice
worked all
little that was a nice little sum up. I suppose if anyone was
Yeah.
like really interested, they could go to like they could just go to like the Daily Mail and and have the Daily Mail over explain it and make it more of
Yeah.
a bigger deal than it.
Insert
actually
The Daily Mail, the most trusted news outlet there.
Insert a man from the Daily Mail here song because it's a very funny Irish. Rebel song, and yeah, once you finish listening to my little meme there, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Funny enough, what I was thinking was like a little JPEG guy just holding a newspaper with Comic Sans text of Daily Mail.
Zac, if you make that, I will put that in the video.
Yeah, definitely.
Do it.
Just like paste it in as we're talking about it.
It's in the corner somewhere. Anyway, if we're done with that little gem, like I said, it's not too much, guys. If you want to look at it, just look in the description of this video. There'll be links to websites to talk about a lot better than we are. We're just 4 lads having a crack. Anyway, since I think
Wait. What is that crack?
the crack is 90, my guy.
Yes.
Any Irish person will now be wanting to kill me with a letter bomb.
I can say you're an eighth Irish.
It'll
It'll be
be
fine.
alright, I'm sure.
So I'll wait for the letter bomb in my mail. Anyway, so we're going to move on swiftly to voice acting because
Yay!
as you know in the UK you're not allowed to really meet up with you. But me and Jack were out for a walk yesterday and we popped round to Zac's to have a bit of a chat about the podcast. You can meet people for exercise, as the government calls it, because they're
I'm pretty sure no one even gives a shit anymore.
This is a topic that I am very partial to. I very much love voice acting. It's a media that I have been trying to get into myself because I used to a thing that I get a lot whenever I'm just like moseying around on like TF2 servers and like speaking in voice chat is that a lot of people think I sound American, and I don't have an American bone in my body. I am English. I'm English and French. But apparently my voice sounds very American to people who just American people in general. And I think a reason for that is because I used to watch a lot of cartoons. Like a lot of cartoons with a lot of American voice actors in it. So you got your Sonic X, your
wait, how old are you?
Sonic X, Jimmy Neutron, a little bit, SpongeBob.
I've never seen Sonic X. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you never heard of Sonic X?
Sonic X is an amazing show.
That was like
insert a clip of it here.
Sonic X was my bread and butter when I was younger. I loved that show so much.
I guess it's because I only grew up with 3U, so that's probably why.
Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh god, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Pokemon.
And a little bit of Pokemon.
Do you remember the
Bakugan? Yes. I still have all the Bakugan up there. I still have it all up there.
Beyblade. Do you remember that?
Beyblade. That's the one I remember.
But yeah, I think
it's fine. I think battle.
But yeah, I think a reason for people thinking I sound American is because when I was younger, I would mimic a lot of the characters I saw on screen. So like I used to love trying to do Eggman's voice or Dr. Robotnik.
It's not impressionist, isn't it, really?
I remember being very partial to just speaking like that character for long periods of time. And I think over time, a lot of like characters' voices sort of blended into my own voice, along with like just how my family spoke. So I think over time I've developed this weird sort of accent that is a blend of both English, Scottish, Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman!
I am Dr. Robotnik.
Agent Stone, go scout the way.
So, sir, it looks like we've gone back to your DNA test, and we found out that you're 57% Eggman?
You're 50%.
I prefer calling him Robotnik, not because of the movie, but because like
I
grew
up as Eggman. Yeah,
I remember watching
Robotnik.
the Sonic, the 90s Sonic movie on repeat all the goddamn time. Have any of you seen that movie? It's free on YouTube if you want to check it out. It is
piracy.
It is a beautiful piece of media, and the amount of adult jokes in it are just through the roof.
Like, piracy? Exclamation mark!
Is it more than Deadpool?
Oh, more than Deadpool. It's like I think it's an adult joke every few minutes or so.
Oh, we should all watch that like one night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a movie night. That would be amazing.
Yeah, we should watch that. Yeah.
We can test that out one of the nights next week, but let's keep on sort of track here for the.
Yeah.
We can rant about that in a minute.
Funny enough,
yeah, sorry about that.
Funny enough, with this topic, I've actually come up with a little thing we can do.
Ooh.
I have a random character generator, and we're going to see how well we do with doing voices.
Yay! Oh yes, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Insert title here.
Right. So
it's just like a
just
weird,
like we're doing fucking impressions. That's it.
So I am going to.
God.
I'm going to generate 3 different characters, and we're going to see if we can do them.
Oh,
And
stream's
God.
paused now. Stream's paused. Oh, it's going well.
I'm not even watching because I'll just
I can just I can just tail them and
Just tell us that you don't need to show us because there's no point in showing. There'll be a background in the thing anyway.
Yeah.
okay.
True.
First 3 we have Woody Woodpecker,
Oh yes.
God.
we have Top Cat, and we have Shaggy Rogers.
Oh my god, these are all
Shaggy
voices
Rogers,
that I can
Shaggy from
do.
Scooby Doo.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. I
Yoink
was
Scoop.
like,
Wait. Which shall we
Zoink
make it
Scoop.
clear? Which
Wait, but there's
which
different
Shaggy
ones, though,
do we
really.
want? Do we want like old cartoon Shaggy? Do we want the live action movie Shaggy?
No,
Which one we
old
going
Shaggy,
for
old
here?
Shaggy.
It's the
yeah,
cartoon
because
one.
it's. Yeah.
Old
Zoinks!
Shaggy's more of a old Shaggy's more of like he's got a bit more of a raspiness in his voice, so he.
Yeah.
He's a stoner.
I don't really. I just remember the newer one, really.
Like
Yeah,
Zoink
like
Scoop.
the like zoinks, that sort of thing.
Ooh, that's
Where
pretty
it's a
good.
little higher
Like,
pitch.
Zoink Scoop.
Anyway,
Like
who's
Zoink
going
Scoop.
first and which character first?
I'll
So
take our good old over 1,000 power levels boy. What's
I'll
that,
go for
Shaggy?
Top Cat. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for Top Cat for this.
I can't really remember what Tom. I can remember what Tomcat sounds like. Woody Woodpecker, not really, because there was
I
like,
could
there was
do
different
all
types of
three
Woody
of
Woodpecker.
these.
Ooh, then take your pick, Tom.
I love all 3 of them. Like Top
Yeah,
Cat was my
same.
jam. Woody Woodpecker, like all 3 of them, I could do. But I guess I will.
What about if I threw a wild card in? Could you do the brain from Pinky and the Brain?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Pink
God.
Oh
Floyd.
yeah, speaking of the brain.
Oh, the one that sounds like this.
Right, like, yeah.
What's the
Oh,
plan
Pinky,
today,
you're the
Brain?
most stupidest mouse I've ever seen.
What are we doing tonight, Brain? That's Pinky.
Yeah.
The same thing we do every
What are we
night.
doing tonight, Brain?
The same. I cannot do the brain. It's too low.
What about
but
Pinky?
It sounds a little bit like this, doesn't it? I can't really remember.
Take over the world.
There'll be a clip here of old Animaniacs showing what it
God,
sounds
what's
like.
it? Oh, what's it sound like?
Gee, Brain, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
X.
Does it sound like that?
I-
Doesn't it?
I will attempt to do. I think Woody Woodpecker.
Okay, I'll take Shaggy.
Oh,
Top Cat.
fuck.
Who do you want to do, Jack?
Well,
He was a do Shaggy, but I took it from
okay, so that's 4, right? And it was either
There
that
were-
with the brain,
there-
wasn't it?
Yeah, we've added the brain or Pinky.
Pinky.
I can't look it up because that's technically cheating, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cheating.
Well, you could have a listen to them if you need a reminder of how they sounded like.
Yeah.
No, because I think the brain sounds a little bit like this, so we'll probably do the brain.
You're not far off.
Okay.
Right,
So, Brain,
Brain.
what are we doing tonight?
same thing we do every night. actually.
Same thing we do
Oh.
every night, Pinky. Take over the world. That sounds nothing like it.
That's
was
a British movie villain.
British
Mr.
movie
Bond,
villain.
I've been expecting you.
Nah, that wasn't a Bond villain. That was like, what's his name? What was the parody movie? Like, with Mini Me.
Austin Powers.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
Austin Powers levels of like evil villain.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God,
Oh, boy.
anyone who's watching this,
His
watch Austin
name?
Powers. It's the best thing ever.
His name, Fat Bastard.
Let's go comfort near store. Doesn't like that.
Anyway, shall we get on
$1
track and try and
million
do
dollars.
$1 million.
His name, Mini Me.
Mini.
Oh, I
Let's-
love Vinny B.
Let's do it.
He looks a bit like a baby.
I eat babies.
Let's have a go at. I'm gonna have a go at.
Get in my belly.
Well, off at the
to
table.
Lauren, who
Nice
I know
to
is
see
going
you
to be
again.
watching this.
Something like that.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
God, yeah.
but Scottish accents are too funny, and and your country produced Fat Bastard. So
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
Shrek.
quite Scottish, so it's fine.
And true, the other one.
Anyway,
Fat
who's going
bastard.
first?
Uh,
Actually, can I change my mind? I don't want to do Woody Woodpecker.
You can change it.
I'll decide once everyone's done theirs.
I'll go.
well, I can't do Woody Woodpecker at all.
Zach can take Woody Woodpecker then.
Woody Woodpecker.
Mm.
So I'll do Wood. I guess I'm gonna do Woody Woodpecker then.
Yeah,
What
well,
does he
you
sound like
said about
again?
him. You do him.
Yeah.
I'll
I
go.
I can't even remember what it sounds like.
I'll go first with Shaggy because I can do a Shaggy line, right? So.
God,
Hang
this
on, let me have a
is
drink.
so good. I can't really drink because the only drink I've got is alcohol.
Guinness clear.
Guinness.
Clear.
AKA
I'm drinking
water.
Heineken. Shh, don't tell Lily.
Like Zoink Scoop? Like, what if the ghost is here? Like, Zoinks! Yeah, that's the best showing I can do, because all he says every 5 words is Zoinks.
Like, let's make like hockey sticks and get the puck out of here.
Yeah, that was my impression. Whoever wants to go next.
I can give a go of Woody Woodpecker then.
Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? It's something like that. I don't know what lines he says,
I'm now officially the first in line.
but it's that type of pitch.
I just remember this is his laugh.
For every one that is said, there'll be a comparison that I'll put up now. So, for mine, Zach's.
And then obviously there's Top Cat
It
for later.
Oh, Tomcat, yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Tomcat sounds like.
I know it was something like Officer Dibble, something like that. But
Oh,
like,
Hey, Officer Dibble.
sounds like a Yogi Bear.
I run, you win.
Dibble, Dibble, please. Can't you see I'm talking? Watch that boy.
hey, Officer Dibble.
It sounds like more the Yogi Bear, really.
Does it sound like Yogi?
There'll be clips in
Hey,
here.
Hello,
Hey,
Officer
Yogi.
Dibble.
Hey, Yogi, boo-boo.
Is
Hey,
that the name
boo,
of the
you got
future
that-
Mrs. Top Cat out here?
That's good, that's good.
Tom wins hands down.
Yeah.
I haven't even done my brain yet, fucking hell.
Right, go on, Jack.
I think the brain sounds a little bit like this.
Go on then. Do a brain.
I'll give you brain in a minute.
What are we doing tonight?
Oh, Pinky. Today we're going to be doing what we always do and take over the world!
Chief, Rain, what do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
That's
Now,
actually
there's
quite
some-
hilarious.
There will be a proper clip there.
We're taking over the world!
And that's the comparison. So, out of all of us who've just done it, I do think Tom wins. He's got the
I
better
think
voice
Tom
acting.
wins that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
But
you.
in-
I just attempted every voice that everyone else did.
Yeah, but
Tell
you
you
did it
what,
better
I
than
did-
us.
Yeah!
Funny enough, do you
guess-
want to know who the next 4 are?
What?
What?
Philip J. Fry,
Oh,
God!
Shut up and take my money.
the genie from Aladdin,
Oh!
God.
and
Robin Williams.
okay.
good luck with this one, Alvin.
What, Alvin the Chipmunks?
Okay,
Alvin
I
Alvin
can do
Chipmunks.
Alvin.
Oh.
Just let me break my balls real quick.
And finally,
I can do Alvin because even the voice actor is just it's just pitched up.
No, I can
And
do
finally-
Alvin. I just need to rip my balls off. No,
And
I can't
finally-
finish voice.
finally, Wile E. Coyote,
I
who doesn't speak. Who doesn't speak?
Okay, now I'm just
I
gonna
had
do Wiley
re-roll
Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote. No, actually, I'm
There
gonna
we
do
go,
my,
I'm
I'm gonna do
doing-
my Wile E. Coyote impression. Listen to this. It's seamless. How was
Holy
that,
shit!
lad?
Holy shit!
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
that's amazing!
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take command here and drag us back to the topic of voice acting overall.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. This was actually quite funny. I think this will make for a good little bit. The
Yeah.
reason I wanted to say is we were talking about Mario's voice actor. The name will be
Charles Martinet.
Thank you. I'll put it
Yeah,
on the screen
yeah.
here. About the voices he does, and like we all
Oh,
remember
God.
classic Mario was
Sorry.
hey
Yeah.
Luigi.
That was
That's
the
not. That's
cartoon
not. No,
Mario.
it's the. You know the Mario that you hear now. That's him.
I'm a stone, Luigi.
That's a stone, Luigi.
Yeah, like the old Mario was Brooklyn Mario.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brooklyn
like,
Luigi,
and old
toasted,
Luigi
toast,
was
toast.
very. Old
Gotta
Luigi
know-
was very. Oh, Mario, yeah.
What was that color
Oh,
one?
thanks, Mario. I remember
What was
that.
it-
Oh, thanks, Mario.
what was that? What was that color in the rainbow one?
You what?
Yeah, every color in the rainbow except black. Black's not a
Oh,
color.
Oh shit! I remember that.
There's gonna be there'll be a message here saying please don't hate this. Just kidding. Fuck
Um,
that.
Black.
There wasn't
Black
actually
is
no,
the color.
there is actually no black in the rainbow technically.
Yeah, but what,
Well, technically speaking, there's no
no.
white in the
There's
rainbow.
no white
really.
in the rainbow either.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
I know. Wait,
wait,
actually,
it's all-
technically
wait,
there
it's,
is.
It's all gay.
Hmm.
Always has been.
Technically, white is in the rainbow, seeing as white is every color.
Wait, it's all.
Yeah.
Wait, it's all LGBT. Always has been.
Anyway,
But if anyone
Luigi.
stolen
It's
Luigi.
Smoking.
I'm
I've been
stone
smoking
Luigi.
too much Luigi.
I'm stone Luigi.
oh my god. Here's,
You're
I'm
right.
okay.
here's something funny. The next ones was Mario, Luigi, King Koopa, and Yoshi.
Why?
I
Oh my
can build
God.
another castle, but you can't build another princess.
Anyway, if anyone doesn't actually know the story of how he got the job as Mario, I'll give a quick summary here, and there'll be a link to the story
Yeah.
in the description.
Uh, everyone knows the story.
Yeah, but for anyone who
Well,
isn't an avid
you'd be
Nintendo
surprised.
fan,
Yeah.
anyone here who isn't an avid Nintendo fan, like if you are
Yeah.
not as obsessed with it as
Or
as
like
most of us
obsessed
are-
with Sega more than Nintendo, which you were wrong for.
I was one of those kids who had
Sorry.
both.
Jack, just how savage that sounded. Just like if you, unless you're
No,
Sega fan,
I
in
mean,
which
if
case,
Sega was really good, how comes it's on Nintendo consoles now?
Although I'm a
Right.
2000s kid, I very much grew up with more classic consoles, so like the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo. However,
there'll be an
I
image
had-
here of my.
Hang on, how old are you? Because I swear you were 18.
No,
no, I'm 20.
But I never grew up with an SNES.
Yeah, I grew up with an SNES, and well, it wasn't really it was like a plug and play Mega Drive. I had two
Oh,
plug and
that
play Mega
one.
Drives.
I was going to
for
say, I was like, I
anyone-
never grew up with that, and I'm the same age as you. What
For
the
anyone
fuck?
who actually is watching here, here's a picture of my
Nintendo DS.
Nintendo DSi XL.
Picture.
Oh,
Oh,
funny
yeah.
enough,
Oh, everyone
funny enough,
remembers
enough.
Flip
I
Note.
have a DS.
Oh.
I've even got like a keychain of the old N64 controller, I believe it was.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
Oh, God,
Oh.
I
But
literally
yeah,
just
I
looked at
had
it,
a
the
very.
first game that I see is Mario Kart.
Yeah, Matt.
But yeah,
What Mario-
I was,
what Mario Kart, though?
I had like
DS.
two
You're
talking about
different
the
plug and
old
play
school
Mega
DS.
Drives, each with 6
Oh.
games on them. Both like one having Sonic the Hedgehog, the other having Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah.
2, and a myriad of other Sega games, which
I-
I love to this day. And they are
Yeah.
so like, oh my god, Sega had so many good games.
Sonic
that
1
if
is a good
were-
game.
If they were remastered today, they would be a
Mm.
hit. Like
Mm-hmm.
the Ooze or Gain Ground, those games were awesome.
See,
Yeah, do you know what the Ooze is?
What?
Ooze was like it was kind of like a horror game where you played as the monster. You were like the background is that you were like a scientist who was like doing experiments, and then like the government didn't like that, so they like throw you into like a vat of acid or something like that. Like just something like a radioactive material, and it turns you into like this green glob with a skull in the middle. And basically your job was to get revenge on like the government by melting them down and just like going through like ventilation shafts, jumping on like people and just engorging them. It was
sounds
crazy.
Like Alien,
Funny
but
enough.
a lot scarier.
Fun enough, who
Yeah.
remembers one of the old sayings about Nintendo? I think it was Sega who had it. I can't remember exactly.
Don't
It was,
don't make it
Sega
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 can
does
what
what
Nintendo
Nintendo
don't.
don't.
Sega can what Nintendo don't. Yeah.
Sega does what Nintendo
Remember,
Oh,
does.
does,
remember,
sorry.
fellas,
I remember
don't
I
make-
remember there being
Remember, fellas, don't make videos about Nintendo. Otherwise, they'll come at you faster than like a
Yeah,
super
that's
superhero
only-
fragilistic expanidocious.
Yeah.
Oh, I just been hit with a copyright.
Oh, I think it was Vine Source. I can't remember if this is where the joke originated, but it was something like Nintendo's Genesis, what Nintendo, like Sega Genesis Genesis, what Nintendo or something like that, and it was supposed to poke fun at either one of the companies. I can't quite remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, what were we talking? Yeah, Charles Martin.
Yeah, Charles
Charles
Martin.
Martin, to bring us all back on topic, like we went off on a tangent there about Nintendo fans and all that shit. But to anyone who's not a avid Nintendo or Mario fan, in which case, what was your childhood? But that's just
Seriously.
Exactly.
If you
But-
didn't grow
I
up
mean, that's-
with
that's
New Super Mario
really in
Bros.
general.
on the DS, then you had. Then I don't know what your childhood was.
hot take from Jack.
My man.
Anyway,
what?
New Super
and-
Mario
and-
Brothers.
New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii.
I'm gonna cut you all off.
That was my
before-
childhood.
Before we
Alright,
go on a
cut us
tangent,
off.
before we go on a tangent,
Sorry.
let's
I
try
got-
and keep us on topic. Just for a moment.
How many Nintendo characters do you can you remember him doing?
4. I just told you
done a
4
lot.
from yesterday.
Before, we talked
He-
yesterday.
I told you that yesterday, Zach.
Can I
He
tell
did.
Zach? Can I tell the story first? Then I'll let
Go
you.
ahead.
host it.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me keep us on topic a moment. But the story of Charles Martinet is actually just funny because
Hmm.
they were doing the auditions for Mario. He didn't really want to do it. He just thought, "Oh, I'll do it for a bit of fun. Why not?"
Well-
Which, as you do. Sort of.
I'm sorry. So I'm going to say something. It's actually a little bit more than that. It was that Nintendo wanted a new voice for Mario because they just didn't like the Brooklyn Mario because they thought it just didn't really fit.
Mm.
So what they did, they just kept doing it, and they couldn't find one. So I think someone from Nintendo knew Charles Martinet and was like, "Oh, you should give it a go because you're actually good at doing voices or whatever." And he was like dreading it in the beginning. He was like, I don't know.
There'll be-
And it was like,
there'll
and then
be
he-
links for
yeah,
you
yeah.
talking about it here.
Yeah, and then he just ended up being like, you know what, I'll give it a go. So he went to it, just said a bunch of
And like it was
Just said a
it was
bunch of
very
crap.
sudden.
it was just with an Italian accent, and then there you go. That was Mario.
That's
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You can
Say,
probably find
Sorry,
a
continue.
video on it.
no, I was going to say there'll be a video in the description here, but also
Yeah.
what's funny is he was told by Nintendo, right, your audition is whenever you stop, because it was like right at the arse end
Yeah.
of it, and they were about to pack up, but he annoyed them by coming in. So they were like,
Yeah.
they said all this stuff again, all the shit again. We're just like, right, whenever you stop talking is your interview. And at first he thought for a few moments about
You probably had enough, really.
and what he was going to say, and that's when he came up with the idea of like the classic, like stereotypical Italian, and he went for about half an hour.
Yeah.
It's like how tired.
Amazing.
Like it said stuff like, "Oh, I'm gonna chase you around with my pizza pie, and then I'm gonna go and chase you around with my lasagna." It just said stuff like that.
He
Okay,
just,
we're
like,
going
just-
to make a spaghetti. You go get the sausage. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Listen to the video that will be in the description because it's just
Yeah.
as funny. But he
There is
did-
video.
Yeah,
I'll try and find.
I will link it in
Yeah.
the description because it is. I've watched it. It's funny. But what's funny is he did this for half an hour. I'm shocked they didn't throw him out. Then when he stopped, they were like, "Okay, thank you. We'll get back to you."
Yeah.
Hopefully, and he thought nothing of it. He just thought, "Okay, I'm
It's
probably-
like he probably just expecting to get like, "Oh,
Something
sorry, we
else.
didn't like your voice" or anything like that.
But then,
Yeah.
out
Oh
of
god.
nowhere, here comes
He's the-
Nintendo with the red carpet and the offer.
Yeah.
And the
Oh
rest is-
god.
and the
The
rest is-
No.
face of Nintendo.
So yeah, he then
Oh.
became Mario,
Mhm.
Luigi,
Yep.
Wario,
Yep.
Waluigi,
Mhm.
Toadsworth,
Oh,
Baby
is that
Luigi,
two?
Baby Mario. He also,
Wait, seriously?
yeah, he was Toadsworth.
Yeah, he was.
I knew it was Mario and Baby Luigi, but I didn't know he was Toadsworth.
Yeah, he also was Dr. Mario, Dr. Luigi.
Oh, well,
I
that makes
believe
sense.
I
That
believe
makes
it's
sense
Doc-
because it's just Mario
By
and
the
Luigi's
way-
voice.
By the way, there is a Dr. Waluigi, I believe, or a Dr. Wario.
I think Dr. Wario, yes. I don't know about Dr. Waluigi.
He is Metal Mario. He is Wart. Who remembers Wart from the classic games?
Oh God.
No.
He's also
That's
Mauser.
Wart wasn't even like Wart originally wasn't even a
Was that-
Nintendo character.
Is that
He's
what? Is that
from- he
Mario
was- he's
character or is
from
that a
Doki
different
Doki
game?
Panic.
Remember the one where you chose between Toad, Luigi, Peach, and Mario?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 2. Super Mario Brothers 2 is Doki Doki Panic. Doki Doki Panic is another game, but
I was going to say Doki Doki
basically.
Literature Club, and I forgot that's something else.
What I'm going to actually do here, quickly to interject before I let you guys continue about that. In the description again, there's going to be a video by who was it? UpisNotJump, who's one of my favourite YouTubers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he has done a complete series of the Mario
Mhm.
games from the first game up till now. I'm going to say in the description, watch that. It's a fucking brilliant series that talks about the history of the Mario games.
Yeah,
Anyway.
UpisNotJump is a great guy.
Do you
Anyway,
also?
continue.
Oh, you know.
So Super Mario Sunshine. Do you remember the pinatas? Or the
Yes,
pinatas?
not the.
Oh, he's them
pinatas.
too!
Yeah, he was them
Did
too.
you He's a way more than I thought he did.
There'll be a list. There'll be a list probably either on screen or in the description of just the number of roles this man has done.
Wait, so here's the one who goes, ew!
Yep.
Ew!
He
I
was
didn't know that.
Pinatas, not pinatas.
Mario Party
Yeah,
8.
Beyond-
Mario Party 8, he played as Big Top as well as the other characters.
Oh,
wait,
yeah, he
wait, are you
did.
talking about the no guy?
Yeah.
Big Top.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Let me just see if I
Oh
can
my
see.
god, that's my childhood. Ah.
Dude, that
Obviously,
is
he
old news.
Oh god. That's
The man has done so. Like, it's a testament.
I
to
didn't
the
realize he
great-
did that
He
many.
is a voice acting legend. Like the
Yeah.
number of
Yeah,
things
I could
that-
only wish
God.
to become as good as him.
There'll be a like
Yeah.
there'll be a list of showing what he's done in his lifetime. That
There are
man
so
is a
many-
legend.
There are so many videos of him as well, like reading like Mario books in like the Mario voices.
I
And
know-
like doing all and like doing like all of the like Luigi's voice as well. It's it's so
I
funny.
will pose a question here though. Do you think if he ever retires or does end up dying, what do you think will happen to Mario's voice? Will they get someone new in? Will they
No.
reuse
No.
his voice?
Because
Mario.
James, this is the reason why. He apparently he hasn't made a new voice since 2005.
Really?
All of the voices that you've been hearing, it's just redone,
Really?
just remade. Yeah.
Not quite. He has done a few
Hmm.
new ones.
Well, I think in
But-
Super Mario Odyssey he did do new ones, but like in games before that, it was all just the same.
Well,
Voice.
no, not even that. Like, did any of you have the Game Boy Advanced?
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember one of the Donkey Kong games he did for that. He did a full like 4 minutes of talking. Some of it being just for all of the credits. And like even at the end, he even says his own name, where he's like, "Oh, Charles the Matinee, he's a cool guy," or something like that.
Hey, that's so cool. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him. Oh,
Okay, so that makes sense. I'm just wondering, what like when he dies,
I
he'll
want to
just
meet him
be-
so badly. Oh,
when he finally passes, he will be known as the guy who did Mario. That's all. he's
oh
gonna be known
no,
as.
definitely. Or
who
just,
was
I
it?
guess, just Mario games in general, because he is known for Luigi as well,
here's
True, but
here's
Yeah.
number
Luigi's the-
one.
It's-
but Luigi's the bitch brother.
but just mostly Mario.
No,
Luigi-
Luigi is better. He will always
Wait,
be the better.
don't you dare say that about Luigi. Luigi is always the better brother. Me and Tom
Luigi is
agree
my
with that.
boy.
Put on my gravestone, Luigi would always be number one.
Here's another one.
Luigi's mansion
Luigi will be
to
one,
Luigi
motherfucker.
inhales asbestos.
Yeah,
Fucking
here's
dies.
I've got another one for
God.
you. Who remembers Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door?
Oh,
And
yeah.
who remembers Dupless?
Ah, dude.
Oh,
Yes, he was also Dupless.
he was that too. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Paper Mario: Thousand-Year Door.
Nice.
Everyone
Also-
who was the voice actor of Super Mario, of just Super Mario Bros, just him. There's no one else, just him.
So,
Well, he's a
also,
legend.
here's a voice you won't expect him to have voiced. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age.
I
he
do know
voiced-
that actually.
Fuck off. Which
He,
character?
he voiced
Hey.
Gimli.
Yeah,
he voiced
I know
Gimli
that.
and
Okay.
Jordan. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah. No, that's Pewdiepies. Really?
Yeah.
I did not know he did more than just Mario.
He's a
seeing-
legend. He's a legend of voice acting.
Seeing as we're on the
Jesus.
topic of like classic Nintendo, Sega rivalry, I will flip this conversation on its head. Like surprise, Uno reverse.
Wow.
We'll go to Sega, and we'll talk. Can we talk about Mike Pollock, also known as the voice for Dr. Eggman?
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
I'm
Tom,
interested.
I'm going to release the conversation to you there and let you talk about it because this is something I don't know much about. So the floor is yours.
Okay, so Mike Pollock,
Mike
of
Pollock.
course, he's the voice for classic, today's Eggman. So the very
Oh, okay, right.
yeah,
Oh.
he's not he wasn't the Robotnik
I
from
thought you
like
meant
the
what? So he's not the
cartoon.
Robotnik from what was it, Sonic Adventures?
No,
By the
he's
way-
oh no wait,
Okay.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. I was talking more about Robotnik from like the
No,
cartoon.
I
so,
know what you mean,
like,
but I know what you mean, but I don't know when you said new. I don't know how new you meant.
but
By the way, he's going to continue being the voice of Dr. Eggman.
yeah,
There is
he's
a news article from a day ago that says he's going to continue, which is nice.
but yeah. He although he's done like Eggman and all that, he has actually done some very let's just say lackluster voices from other characters in the past.
He was
Do-
in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Does anybody know the movie Ratatouille?
Ratatouille rings
No,
a
I've never
bell.
heard
No,
of it.
no, I never heard of it.
Ratatouille is the
Ratatouille?
you could get a picture up now, but it's basically a very cash grabby movie that capitalized on attempted to capitalize on the success of Ratatouille.
Oh,
And I will
I don't know the joke.
I will get a picture up here for the Discord.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. Yeah, here it
How
is.
do you improve Ratatouille?
This is oh god, I forgot
What?
about. I forgot it looked like this. It is very shoddily computer animated. Like we are talking
I can get a picture.
bottom of the barrel animation.
Funny
I can get a
enough,
picture.
funny enough, that hasn't been put on his Wikipedia thing.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
he's
That! Oh, yeah.
yeah, Ratatouille. He did the I can't
Yeah.
remember who he did the voice for. I think it was like some sort of old mouse or something like that.
Well, and it just sounds like
Basi-
Dr. Robotnik.
Basically, he said in an interview that he had that he sort of he touched on the fact that he did one of the voices for that, and that he wasn't embarrassed about it, but he wasn't
No.
proud of it either.
Yeah.
He only did it to get a bit of quick
Extra
money,
dosh.
which is respectable. Like
Yeah,
plenty of voice actors today do that sort of thing. I remember.
He played
Uh,
Greg.
You know what's
He played
funny? I think
Greg in
actually saying
Ratatouille.
about that, I think there was another movie, like another Disney movie, that was like another bootleg Disney movie that I think Charles Martinet was in as well.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I can't remember if that's true or not, but it was something like that.
Ah.
Yeah.
All I know is that he's done Ratatouille, maybe a few other things, and of
Oh,
course Dr.
actually.
Eggman.
He's done things like A Cat in Paris. That's one of the things
Oh
he's done.
yeah.
He played Mr. Baby and a zookeeper in that.
Yes, I vaguely remember that.
He was also in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh
He,
yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Pyramid of Light, he was a newscaster, and GX, he was Jean Lois Bomparte. I believe that's how you say that. What's another one we'd probably recognize? Sonic X, obviously.
Yes, of course
he
he
was
did.
Dr. Eggman,
Sonic X.
but he was also Ella,
Yes, he was.
which is an amazing thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, Dual Monsters. He was Arthur Hawkins and Grimmer. Kirby right back at you. He was
I do remember that. Kirby right back at you.
He was
Kirby.
He was Mayor Augustus, and he was also Samo. Oh wow!
Yeah.
I loved Kirby right back at you. It was an amazing show.
I never got to watch too much of it as a kid, but when I did, I was blown away by
Like, do
it.
you
I
have the
even
DVD?
remember very
I
fondly
don't have a DVD, but it's on YouTube.
one of my favorite episodes was that they were taking the piss of animated shows.
Yes.
Yeah, that like they just got really meta with it, and they took the piss out of overwork. They took the piss out of what overworked animators have to go through, and I had mad respect for that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh,
Going back to Sonic for a second, Sonic and the Secret Rings. He played King Shiner.
Yes, I did. Yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings. That one with it's one of the storybook games, and that's the one where it's very Arabian Nights, I think, where
Funny
it
if I've
has
got
all
that
of
game.
the.
Never
Yeah,
finished
I
it.
used to have that game.
I've never finished
the
it.
Wii. I do remember finishing it. However, I vaguely remember just being because I've completed all of the storybook games from the Sonic game. So like the Black Knight, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I both loved and hated them.
He was in Just Cause 3, apparently.
Was he?
Yeah. Doesn't say who
Huh.
he was here, but apparently he was in Just Cause 3. He was also in Smite, the game Smite. He played Kuzumbo.
I have no idea what that is, but
I've no idea who that
Cool.
is. But
Oh
it's
my
Kuzumbo.
god. Charles Martinet was in JoJo Bizarre Avenger.
What?
Yep.
Apparently.
yes, he was. That I was getting to that. However, I lost my train of thought. He also played a voice in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and funnily enough, one of the English voice actor for Dio
Yeah.
happened to do I'm just going to call it a Charles Martinet, where he did the voice of a character in a very shitty movie, where it was a sort of I wouldn't
think it was a
say
shit movie.
it was
I think
a Sonic the
don't know.
Hedgehog clone, so to speak. However, it
Oh.
had a lot of parallels to Sonic the Hedgehog, and it even I think it had a lot of people in it. So I think it had is his name Anthony from Smosh?
Yes, and Ian Hecox.
Yeah, a lot of random people were just in this very strange movie about a hedgehog that thinks it's a bird.
Right, yeah. Oh.
Hey, Tails!
I
I think I'm a bird! Imagine that.
Oh my god! A good YouTube channel. I forgot Saberspark. He does
Yes,
he
I know
goes
you're
more
talking
in
about.
depth into it. Saberspark is also a very cool YouTuber.
Another
who-
YouTuber, yeah.
He refuses that he's a furry, but we all know that he is. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
he goes more
no
in
joke.
depth. He goes more in depth to this sort of topic than I do. I don't know a lot about this, admittedly. I just thought it was a very interesting subject. I hand it back over to you now, JJ, because I can tell you're getting bored.
I wasn't even
Yeah.
bored. I was sort of just listening because it's a topic I don't know anything about. So I was all just going, right, let you fucking
Oh
talk.
yeah. Quickly, he was also in Pokemon.
I'm gonna let you guys
Who?
actually keep talking about this while I get myself another drink. So.
But yeah,
I'm back.
if
Anyway.
I could like ever be the voice of a character in a game or a show or just like a TV show, a kids TV show animated, I would love to be the voice of like the main antagonist. Like 'cause
Same. I
I-
could do an antagonist voice quite easy.
I mean like being the hero voice, that would be cool. But if I imagine just
villain.
being I would love to do what Mike Pollock does, because his voice for Eggman is just it's very unique, and it's very it's something that has stuck with me since childhood. I mean, the other Eggman, or let's say Robotnik voice actors were great. Like I love the Sonic Sat AM voice actor for Robotnik back then. It was very low and foreboding. He was a lot less. Well, it depends which Sonic cartoon. If we were talking about like the cartoon where it's very silly, then I also love that. But the one where I think it was called Sonic Sat AM, but basically it was a show where Eggman had already won. He'd already taken over the world, and Sonic was just sort of, he had this very small resistance group. And in that show, he was a lot more foreboding. He wasn't as silly as other Eggman / Robotnik voice actors in the past and future. He had a very a good thing that talks about a good person who talks about this is the nostalgia critic. He talks about these topics quite well, and I agree that that Eggman was or Robotnik was very unique because he actually felt threatening, unlike most other Eggmans that come after him. I mean, Mike Pollock is great, but he doesn't have that same sort of threatening tone like Sonic Sat AM Robotnik.
I do like the voice he uses, though, especially.
Should I just say, should we wrap this little topic up to move on to the last point?
Yeah.
Because I can tell Jack there as well is starting to lose interest.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Pokemon the movie, I Choose You. He played Bonjai.
Right, I think let's bring a stop to the
it.
voice acting bit, but that is a good solid chunk. Like, I think this will be well received.
Yeah.
That was
final topic bit we're going to move on to before we move on to, as everyone knows, the general bit where we just talk shit. If anyone remembers back from the first episode where we mentioned about VTubers, it was sort of like an offhand thing I talked about, just because at the time there were quite a lot coming out. Well, from doing my own research, about 4 have hit the 1 mil mark now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
4 VTubers have now hit the 1 mil mark, and it's growing at an alarming rate. Like their channels and other VTuber channels, like, whoo boy.
Damn.
And I wanted to say offhand, I think it's a big thing that these channels are growing so big. This is something I haven't seen on YouTube before. And most of them stream on Twitch. That's the weird bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them do stream on YouTube as well.
Most of the HoloLive ones stream on YouTube, but a lot of the VShoja ones stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
But it's still mad how many subs they have. I think there'll be a list on the side of the screen now showing the ones that have got to 1 mil. But fuck me, it's ridiculous. Like the amount of views they're getting. Like, I'd like some of that for this channel, but how are they getting so many? And before I get the horny simp comments from Zac, do you have anything to defend yourself with?
Yeah.
No, but as soon as you said that, I thought of it.
Yeah, well,
That's on you.
True.
Nah.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy the rate these channels are growing. Like, is it good? Is it bad? I don't really know, but it's like
I don't know.
It does feel a bit.
The growth.
I will say it does feel a bit like what's the word? A bit of a piss take. I mean, I'm happy for them that they're doing well, but there are also other channels who have had to do a lot more for a lot less gain.
Agreed. Like, we don't all have the backing of very rich people or very influential people. Like, this podcast alone is just 3 fuckers making videos for fun.
And then we have other people come on sometimes to have fun with us.
But we are not rich people or influential people. We promote it on our social media, but we're not big channels that have big supporters. Like,
I have 5 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
5? They've got these 2 big power blocks. Have very much money being pumped into them. Like, the HoloLive ones is a clear example.
I have watched some of them. I have watched some of them, and they are quite funny.
They
to
are
watch and
funny,
stuff. Very, very entertaining.
but they have a lot of money that is behind them because Hololive is a Japanese company. They're very rich, and that's how they're growing so fast because they've got rich backers. They have schedules, they have all this resources, all this promotion, and then there's everyone else. The bottom of the YouTube pile, fighting to get to that 1,000 subs. Because when you get to 1,000 subs, that's when your career takes off.
Yeah.
Because normally by the
Yeah.
1,000 subs mark, that's when you start doing very well because you start getting noticed in the algorithm. But
Yeah.
the problem is these guys, not to say this in a rude way to VTubers, because if any end up ever watching this, like, no offense to you guys, you are bloody brilliant. And I do think VTubing will become the big thing on YouTube that we all know it will be. Like, I am pretty sure it will. Like,
Yeah, no doubt.
it will become the next big thing. In fact, even PewDiePie is doing it now.
Is he?
Yeah, PewDiePie's on the VTuber video. I will link in the description. But I do feel you've got an unfair leg up over us because we don't have the money you guys do. And if you're an independent VTuber, if that such a term exists, the one thing getting you views, no offense, is horny young men going, "Oh, tits! I'll donate and sub to that."
Yeah, I mean, even PewDiePie has like, I think he joked about that a while ago. I can't remember if it was like a meme review, but it's become a meme recently where it's just PewDiePie saying "sub."
I will say there's one VTuber I don't think fits into that, and that's Mori, or Callias, because I would probably have like 20. I will tag VTubers, so we'll probably get some more views. So I'll probably get all the fucking VTuber fans in the comments right now screaming at me for that. Ree, you used the wrong name, Ree.
Yeah, just like that, Jack.
But,
Oh my god, you insulted my princess.
Mori Calliope or Callias, whatever the fuck they call her. I have respect for her because she's not like that. She had a career before she became a VTuber. Therefore, I have a bit more respect because she's worked her way up to where she is now.
Well,
she makes music. She actually did music before she became a VTuber. So
Oh,
her
wow.
being a VTuber has actually just coincided with her making music. So I have some respect for her because she's worked for that position. The others who have got on the bandwagon and are just gaining subs, sorry, but I can't respect you unless you've worked for it. Like,
there are a lot of people who have worked for it, but
the ones who are backed by the big companies, you have the unfair advantage. The independent ones who are actually climbing out the mud pile like everyone else, I've got to give you some credit. You've actually worked for it.
They've all of them have worked at some point for it, but obviously the big companies obviously really do help
They
push your
the
stuff and
marketing.
stuff like that.
Yeah, this ain't no machinima.
It's marketing. It's marketing. Like, think about it. You've got a big company with a lot of money that can market you.
I will be honest. I don't really know a lot about this topic as I'm not a simp. I don't fucking care about VTubers. I'm not saying like in a bad way, like in a rude way. I just don't watch it. It's not my cup of tea. But like, I don't really get. I don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a niche little thing, but it is growing. Like, I do see them eventually either taking over YouTube or becoming a big thing. But
I hope they don't like take it over to the point of them being in like YouTube ads. Although I think I'd probably prefer that over the shitty ones that promote every mobile game. Like, oh my god!
Did somebody say Raid Shadow Legends?
No. I don't play
one more
Raid
Shadow Legends.
I don't play Raid Shadow Legends, but I prefer Raid Shadow Legends ads over like those really shitty.
Or like the coin master,
like Happy Runner, Stabby Man, like
Stabby
What
Man.
about the fucking like Kingdom games? Like, oh my god, is that Sharon?
Yes. Well,
no,
that,
this guy
and
robbed
also,
my
like,
castle.
Those really bad games that are
Oh.
made that are just like, I think
Just
Pyrocynical did a
aggravating.
video on this.
Yeah,
But-
they'll link to that in the description because that was actually a good video.
Here's a
But-
terrible
So many
premise.
links.
Here's a terrible premise for a game. You who live life as a hobo and have to do choices. Pick the wrong choice, you lose, and you have to watch your ad. Pick the right one, good job. You go forward, and you might have to watch your ad to continue.
I just cannot. I like
Just watch like 20
whenever
ads
I
in a row.
see one of those shittily made ad for a mobile game, just like whatever it may be, whether it be in those shitty styles of just like, oh, it's 3D and it's just a person with some sort of copyrighted character like Pikachu with like 2 swords running
Oh
to chop
god,
people
yeah.
up. It
Peter Griffin,
really
God.
like makes me yearn for old YouTube ads
Yeah,
because
yeah.
every other ad I see is just one of those shitty mobile game
I would
ads.
take
and it
I would
pisses
take
me
a
off.
VTuber ad over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll probably be more entertaining.
Yeah, they'll be at least somewhat funny, and if it's not funny, you just get drunk.
Of course, there are what's the word, exceptions to this. I have seen some shitty ones that acknowledge that they're annoying and that they're just trying to make a living. But when
Yeah.
it's like dime a dozen sort of
5-minute put together in a computer.
Yeah.
yeah, that's when it starts to piss me off because you put
Or
no effort into
shitly.
it. The game's probably
acting.
shitty. It's probably full with malware, not to mention.
Mm.
And it's just they're all over YouTube. It pisses me off that YouTube still has these and that people are still doing it.
Oh no!
And
Speaking of that,
there are exceptions to this. There are some like genuine companies that are trying to make a good
Yeah.
game, even though their ads are a little bit shitty.
Yeah.
They're actually trying.
no. Speaking of
And then-
ads, YouTube promoting porn. So porn
Oh,
ads on
yeah.
YouTube.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say before you do that, we'll do that in the freeform discussion. I'll say I think we'll leave the topic there of the VTubers. I think my closing point on that will be while I am happy for them, and I am happy for a lot of them who've got to 1 mil now, like good on you. You're becoming big channels. Like you are now going to be
Yeah.
noticed by YouTube and the algorithm. But
Yeah.
don't let success get to your head. And
Yeah.
Yeah, because
and
that probably could be a
remember-
big thing.
and remember, while you're up there
Could
with all
get
that
nasty.
support, a lot of us are still down in the mud trying to actually get to your level, and
Yeah.
we won't get there as quick as you. But
we may never get there.
we may never get to your
Yeah.
size, and that's the thing.
Mm.
Even if
Unless
you do
big-
pump out like 2 videos a day.
that'd be rare. But unless
Yeah.
these bigger channels give small channels like ours a leg up, we're just
Heads in your room, Zach.
we're just
Don't
scum.
don't kill don't kill the Heineken beer company at 3 a.m.
Oh god, yeah, them ones.
What I'm going to do here is there'll be a cut here as we get on to the freeform topic, because it'll be let everyone, because we've been recording for an
Yeah.
hour now, refresh themselves quickly and get themselves ready for the next bit. So, and we're back. We're back. We had a little bit of cut here because we were just getting our stuff
hmm
sorted, and we had a technical glitch, so we had to restart Discord. But we're now in the open part of the podcast where the topics are gone and it's now just random shit. And I think, Jack,
Just-
you have something you want to talk about.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, it's probably best to say it here now. It's just like how YouTube's just promoting ads because we were talking about ads before.
If you
You
want
know.
to brief it quickly, I'm just going to quickly go do nature's call.
What
Alright then.
piss?
just,
shit.
just talk about it and I'll come back and weigh in.
Time to
shit.
take a piss.
Yeah, so just it's just annoying how like people are getting like demonetized for swearing and all this stuff, and then you have like YouTube promoting like porn, and it's like women like actually masturbating on the ads, and it's just like what the fuck, like it's just stupid.
I've yet to see that. I've yet to see those ads.
No, but
I
I
have
think it's
seen those
more. I
ads
think it's mostly in
before.
America really than anything.
I've seen those ads before. They're honestly terrible. They
Yeah.
shouldn't be on here. It's not good.
It's just weird how YouTube's not done anything about it really.
So many people, I think it was on Twitter or something, wrote and said, "Get rid of these ads."
Yeah, because
we
it's
shouldn't have these ads on here.
yeah. And so many YouTubers saying, "Oh, I can get demonetized for just swearing once." It was just swearing once, and then there's videos like this being advertised onto my channel, and it's just like.
Also,
Yeah.
What's more? This is meant to be for kids now because
Yeah.
you did a big stupid and caused the 42k fines to appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if those are still. I don't know if they're still around or something. But that was a terrible, terrible BS thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy who did stuff on that. It was quite a while back now. Do you guys know someone called Tears of Grace?
Yes, I know who Tear of Grace is. Pardon me.
Yeah, Brett. He's amazing. He's an amazing person to watch.
Oh, go! I just want to leave the Congo. Yeah,
What did I come
love
back
him.
to?
Dude, out of context. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
he
That's
he
so
did
much
stuff
shit.
on about like the 42k fines and stuff like that. How terrible it was back then, and I was as annoyed as he was then. And it's just like now. I'm as annoyed with this. It shouldn't be here. It's something that shouldn't be here at all. It shouldn't be on any service except certain ones.
P-Hub.
Is this about porn?
Corn tub.
Oh, is this about what the fuck?
Only stands.
What the fuckers did on with the YouTube thing, where it's like the kids thing. If it's
Yeah,
kids content,
yeah.
but they don't.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, James.
Yeah, the 4Kids.
That's
The
fine.
4Kids stuff.
Fuck
Yeah.
4Kids as a thing. I hate it, and that's why I'm hoping YouTube will eventually remove it because
Yeah.
this
Mhm.
I can guarantee anyone watching this, if you are a child, get the fuck off this podcast. We don't want you watching us.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be really.
You should not be
shouldn't.
watching our podcast if you are a kid. If you're a kid, sorry, get out. We don't unsubscribe. Get off this channel. We can get in trouble.
We're not trying to sound rude, but it's just like.
No, we do want to unsubscribe because if a kid is watching this podcast, I will make an exception for 16-year-olds because that is the.
Because probably around about 13, maybe. Even that, it's probably a bit low.
If you are below the age of 13, please get out because you could get us into major trouble.
I mean,
that's why.
This isn't a place you should really be listening to.
I mean,
anyway.
unless if you're
Terrible
if you faked your age and all that.
Yeah.
let's be honest. You can't. The good thing about YouTube. Well, not the good thing, but a thing. A small thing is that you're less likely to. Your channel is less likely to get in trouble if it's like very small because they don't care.
True, but
only when it starts to get big is when they start to catch on.
And yeah, like that is the thing, but also you want to be careful of it now. Like there's so many YouTubers who did shady shit in the past.
Yeah.
Only now getting
a lot of Minecraft YouTubers.
I mean, there is if you know where to look, there is technically porn on YouTube. It's a simple click away.
I mean, Robin Thicke with blurred lines.
All you need to do is just put in the right search terms. Anyone can show you.
No, Robin Thicke with blurred lines. He made an uncensored, and that's got ads on it and all that.
Yeah,
people frustrated with that.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it actually has
actually
has like tits out, tits out. The only thing they're wearing is high heels and thong, and that's it.
Tits.
Yep.
To bring us on to the top to get us away from the fucking porn stuff before YouTube decides to whack us with the lovely hammer of just fuck you.
The nice golden dollar sign.
Warhammer of Zillyhoo.
The Warhammer of sorry, hit your channel has now got a strike.
Yeah.
When we were saying earlier about old games, what is one of your favourite old games? I will say old games that is not in the most recent 5 years.
Oh god, an old classic.
For the DS, Super Mario for the DS.
Yeah, new Super Mario Bros on the DS, hands down. Nothing can beat it.
The multiplayer. The multiplayer was so fun. I used
on DS.
Yeah.
There was
multiplayer. Play with my sister.
Yeah, I've played on it.
I used to play with my sister. My sister.
I didn't.
It was actually so fun playing that. I remember the pipe level.
Yeah, it's like I think I played that with you at some point.
Yeah, it was just hilarious because the pipes
Yeah.
obviously fall down when you're Mega Mushroom mode, so you could just fall through a massive area. You could have like a massive area that's really high, then a
Yeah.
really low area.
Although I played this with my own sister, I wouldn't consider it. I mean, I would consider it a slight classic, but if I was talking about like real
No,
classics
it is a
from
classic.
my
You can't.
childhood,
Yeah.
I'm talking like, well, SNES and Mega Drive, obviously, but also PlayStation 2 games.
No
like
kid that's
Destroy All
our age
Humans.
had that.
And
I
yeah, I
would
did it.
So I was gonna say, a favorite oldish game of mine, because I've been replaying Fallout New Vegas I've been playing New Vegas recently. It's not as old as like some games, but it's old because if you look at the graphics and compare it to modern games, oh boy, there's a difference.
Yeah, it's one of those top of the lines, like out mind blowing. Like I can't believe it looks like it. This.
You want to
It's
know
like-
one of my favorite games?
What?
Space Invaders. The very,
Yeah.
very old,
Oh,
the very, very
Oh, the
old
classic ones.
one. Like literally, not even the ones that had colour. The ones that literally had the coloured strips.
I guess I could say Super Mario 64 as well. Yeah. Just because ever since I learned to BLJ, I just love that game.
Oh, I got heartaches, but
Yeah.
monetized.
Honestly, the best thing about the classic Space Invaders game, they didn't have color. They used colored strips
Yeah.
and they put it over the literal the arcade cabinets. They put it
Yeah.
over
Wow.
that to color them. It was just amazing how they did it. And from that, so many games came, like Galactica.
No, I will say this. I remember going with my dad to Butlins, an old Butlins park once.
Butlins, yes. I think I know.
Mhm.
I already know the one you mean.
No, not one. It was when my dad took me to Tank Fest last year. He and I stayed in old Butlins.
Hold on.
Yeah,
last year or the year before. I can't remember.
I think I know
Butlins.
the exact game you're gonna mention.
No, but there was an old Space Invaders there. We played it, and it's the old one, like proper like thing over the screen. Playing
Yeah.
it, and we both just we were just going, bah, 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 bah. We were having so much fun.
JJ,
Yeah.
I need to ask you this one question.
Yeah.
Did this happen to be in Minehead?
No, it was near Bovington.
I was gonna say
it was on the coast, but I can't remember.
there is an exact machine in there, and I thought if it was the same Butlins, we would have both sat on that. We would have both been at that machine.
Wow.
Wait,
I have been to Minehead before.
No, it wasn't.
I
Minehead.
can't remember if I've ever been to a Butlins.
You've been to one once in your life, even if you don't.
I think I probably went to one, but it was like years ago. I'm saying like when I was like a kid, like 2 years old or something like that.
Here's a seamless transition. Favorite holiday destinations you've ever been in this country? Not
Oh,
abroad.
boy.
Abroad doesn't
Okay,
count.
so like, oh
Abroad
god, for
doesn't
me, okay, I'm gonna start, and I'm probably gonna say Centre Parks, probably because I can remember that one more.
I went to Wollongong.
Even though the apartment that I was in actually got flooded, but it did.
You can tell that in a minute.
Yeah.
Wollongong, Golden Sands, that was amazing back when I was a kid. Lovely view of the sea. You had your fucking tent. You put your tent up, and it was bloody beautiful. I would go camping again if I ever get a tent because I enjoy it.
Yeah,
Being in the
I'm into
outdoors.
camping.
Well, no, it's fun if you're just by yourself. Say you've got a girlfriend. Say you get your girlfriend with you. That would be okay because that actually.
Which we don't have.
Yeah, but anyways, Wollongong,
It's not the Virgin Chad podcast for no reason.
But looking out across the countryside was so beautiful, and the clubhouse as well. Like, obviously, they had the stupid shit you have for the kids, don't you? Obviously,
Yeah.
Was it Billy the Beach Ball? Yeah, it was Billy the Beach Ball. Oh, I still remember this when I was a kid. It was so stupid fucking mascot. I just remember one night when I think I was like 15. I was thought, what the heck? Let's have a bit of fun. And I got up and got involved, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
I remember the night I won jackpot in one of the arcade games. Yeah,
Oh wait, hang on. Sorry, James. Where was this?
Woodacombe.
Oh, the
okay,
main
no,
thing,
no
one
idea
thing
what
I remember, I think it was like a Centre Parks or something. There was
Yeah.
this battleship game,
Ooh.
and I ended up winning the biggest one on that so many times.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, if we'd been to the same one, which is probably most likely, I think I know what one you're talking about.
I remember.
I-
Sorry, Tom. Continue. Sorry, I was going to cut you off there. Sorry.
Nah, go on. You first.
No, I know. Okay, I was just about to say because I just remember I met this goth girl when I was at Woodacombe.
Oh, God. You have met so many girls, and you have not had
No.
one girlfriend.
No, it was an off chance because she kept eyeing me up when I was in the fucking thing. Like, my mate Aaron was there. Aaron killed me. But this is when I was 16.
Oh yeah.
That holiday where my father ended up leaving. I'm not going to go into that. I will resist the urge to go into that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 15 I was there. I remember it was 15. And this fucking goth girl kept like looking me up. I was like, what do you want? I was like, do you
She
want
wanted that D.
Don't make me activate my virginity shield.
Virginity card, activate.
I remember chatting to her for a while, but eventually we ended up splitting. Like, probably we've never contacted each other since. She came from Essex. I wonder how she's doing now. But that was the thing. I remember that specifically because me and her just ended up just hitting it off and me just having a lot of fun. Anyway, Tom, I'll hand it over to you. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Whenever I go on holiday, I set myself a little challenge, and it depends on which holiday I go to. Well, which holiday destination I go to. If it's Butlins, I will make it a goal to win a prize from a claw machine, a claw machine that's notorious for scamming people. And I have kept this streak up for 6 years now. I have always managed to get a cuddly toy from Butlins, from one of the scam claw machines. Like I'm looking over, like you can't see this, but it's like
one of the stuffed
heads.
toys.
There's like some FNAF heads and a zombie. Like I keep these all up on like a special cabinet. I have like this Minecraft zombie, these FNAF heads. And all of these have come from notoriously scammy claw machines, and I have just managed to win in like a very small amount.
The ones where it's like 1 in 100 chance of winning it.
Yeah, 1 in a million chance. But also,
they're all rigged.
Nah, most of them are not.
Also, sometimes if you ever see an iPhone in one, don't go for it. It's literally an iPhone thing with a toy inside.
Yeah, shit.
Oh yeah, I had that before.
Oh yeah,
it was like an iPhone box. I opened it up and it just had a £1, like a cheap £1 toy in it, and I was like, oh well.
Speaking of Butlins, have you ever?
Yeah.
What are the type of like guest people you've seen there?
Zac, you did cut Tom off, but
oh sorry.
I will get back to what I was talking about, but guests in general, I have met a few, actually. I've met Stephen Mulhern, I've met Deacon Dom.
Same.
And I have seen, what is it, Diversity?
Yeah, Diversity. I've also seen Sam and Mark there.
Yeah, Sam and Mark, that's another one.
Wait, hang on.
We never had that.
Wait, so, Tom, the one that you said you saw Stephen Mulhern in, I wonder if Zac was there too. But
it was in Minehead.
It was quite a recent one.
This was a few years ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been there because it was one of the most recent ones, and he was also.
No, Zac, you never know. You two were probably there, but just didn't obviously recognize each other.
Also, yeah, one thing
I doubt it was.
He also did some filming there and stuff. I ended up buying.
In for the penny and all that.
Literally, someone who won something at the the show that he did. The person got a random card and stuff they found. They got to be in a thing, and I ended up on the last day going past. I just saw him with the cameras, and they were just recording. He was doing like a trick with cards, but there was a secret popper.
Hold
the
the fucking
cards.
phone. Is that? Oh, I know what that is. That was that's is that the old TV show with Stephen Mulhern and there was a bunch of kids who did magic
what was
tricks
it?
around.
What was it? Tricky TV.
It was actually still
Tricky
it was
TV. That's it. Tricky
was actually,
TV.
remember that.
it was actually Stephen doing the trick, and
Yeah, because he was
literally,
because he's a magician.
I was there literally, and then Stephen goes outside, and as I go by, I say, "Hey," and he waves back.
Hey, lucky fucker.
I bet you can't. You can say, I bet you I can. That sort of thing. But
yeah.
yeah.
Bring me back. I wonder what you looked like back then.
I even I can't remember. I can't remember if I actually did, but I remember I can't remember if I actually did or wanted to. I wanted to show him the magic hand trick that I remember learning.
God, he looks so young.
Learning from,
he looks so young.
learning from someone. Because I remember watching this thing and instantly when the magician did it, because it was apparently a known trick, I saw it straight away and knew how it was done, which was amazing.
You never how it's done. Magician has his talent.
Yes, you never ever reveal, a magician never reveals the secrets.
Yeah.
I don't usually reveal the secret to the
Unless we get him drunk
hand
enough,
drink.
because that's fun.
Yeah.
I never saw.
or you could just look up YouTube.
True. Although you can't, because I remember something I saw offhand in Sergeant Ducky's podcast. Because he had his friend Magic Dara on. God, if this gets seen by
Yeah,
Ducky
there are rules to some things.
Yeah, there are rules. You're not allowed to show certain tricks because they're patented and licensed, meaning you can't show them.
There's
Yeah.
who knows Penn and Teller? You should all know Penn and Teller.
Yeah, Penn and Teller Full Ross.
One of the things, the tricks they ended up revealing one time was a trick about a spaceship. And they called it Blast Off, where I believe it was Teller would be in the rocket and he would be split up into different parts. That's an awesome little trick. I've always wanted to perform it, even though obviously people will probably know how it's done. It's quite.
It's called green screen.
No, it doesn't. The actual thing doesn't require any green screen or stuff like that. But obviously,
He's in fucking pieces. How is it not in green screen?
No, it's not green screen. There is a way they do it. I know how they do it. I obviously won't. I'm not going to reveal how they do it. If you watch the video, obviously they probably talk about it.
Plot twist: he's a zombie. he just rip his arm out.
Another trick they have is the nail gun trick, where he literally does a bunch of nails and then tries to avoid hitting his hand. That is partly memory.
Remember, comrade, you should pistol like this for fear of hitting fingers. Only lost 2 fingers so far.
2 out of the 10 ain't bad.
I do love magic. I do. Anyway,
I just wanted. Sorry, I just wanted to say, to go back onto the thing of depending on the holiday destination, I set myself like different challenges. Like for any Butlins, it's to get a cuddly toy. But if it's I haven't been there in years, unfortunately, and I can't remember what it was called. However, I made it a goal to get the high score on an arcade cabinet, and I have kept that streak going for now 7 years. And one of my best high scores was like a Sonic the Hedgehog arcade cabinet.
I think I know the one. I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah, it was basically Sonic 1 but like arcade style, and it was actually
Yeah.
slightly harder than like the Genesis version because the screen was so like zoomed in, like it was ridiculous how.
Well, it was
Basically,
just like
I
Sonic
managed
was like pretty much on the
to
whole
beat the
entire screen.
whole game on nothing but one pound, and you only had, I think it was 2 lives, unless you got extras. I managed to
Hmm.
beat the whole game and on £1 coin, and only got hit twice throughout the entirety of the game.
Jesus
And,
Christ!
if I
well
don't
done.
know. This
Would you
I
admit
don't know
to-
if
of
it
it being
probably
luck,
still
or-
is, but oh no, it wasn't luck. I was training. I am a Sonic the Hedgehog.
I trained I trained
I-
for this specific moment.
Whilst you were fucking up and learning maths, I studied the Sonic the Hedgehog.
While you were actually
Uh,
having a live, I was inside my room.
But basically, I don't know if it is, but I'd imagine my high score is still there to this day.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, this is another fun fact. Nobody's going to know this, but it was actually the day I met Lily.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
For context,
That's-
for anyone who's listening still, like if you're here, like wow, well done, you're still listening to us.
Yes.
Wow, thank you for the
clap,
money.
clap,
Talking-
clap for you.
We're not
talking
making
utter
any
wank.
sense
Yeah.
from this.
Lily is a friend of all of ours who we and Tom met through ironically Steam Roleplay, but is a good friend of ours from Israel who is
Fucking degenerate.
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
they've been my friend for a good 4 years now. They are without a doubt probably my best friend.
I think I'm coming up on 3 now.
But yeah,
I think our group
yeah,
is like. I'm pretty sure our group is like a big group of 7 now because we've got Tom, we got us
Yeah.
3, we got
and yeah.
Shadow,
And
and then
So
we
see,
have
Andrew, me,
Yeah.
James, Zach, Tom, Lily, and then Kira.
the
That's
two
7.
women, the two women.
we have 8.
Oh, so I guess Lauren as
9.
well. So that's 8
We have
then.
9.
And,
We have 9.
and Miguel if he ever comes back.
Yeah.
we
So that's
it's a big
Miguel, so that's
9.
9. I guess you could
9.
count Silver as well.
True, Silver.
I guess Silver as well. So that's 10.
But
Wow,
Silver's
That's
still-
crazy. Yeah.
Wow, we
But
went
yeah,
with
that
a
was-
group of 10. Oh
I
boy.
will make it a conscious choice to say let's try wrapping it up in the next 30 minutes because we're about to hit the 2-hour mark and I've got to
Yeah.
edit this.
Oh yeah, there's so let's quickly move off the button things. By the way, before we move off, who remembers the Skyline Gang?
Never heard of
Skyline
them.
Gang.
The Skyline Gang from Butlins.
Rings a bell.
Yeah,
I never went Butlers as a kid. I'll flip it on its. I'm going to flip the topic we just talked about on its head and ask you best foreign destination you've ever been.
Oh God.
Disney.
Ah.
There's a Disneyland. I think it's in France, and we stayed.
Yes.
We stayed in
Yes.
this cabin area. This like, I can't remember what it was.
Wait,
It
when
was
did you go, Zach? When did you go?
quite a long time ago. We haven't been back there since, but that's also where I got my.
I went there when I was 4 years old.
I went when I was 5.
I went there when I was a teenager.
Sorry.
I went there when I was a kid.
As a
yeah,
teenager,
I went
what,
to-
you pervert?
There was.
I went to the France one when I was like 4, and then the American one when I was like I think 8.
There was
American
a,
Disneyland is based.
There was a
Yeah, it is. But the France one is the exact same, just French.
There was Wild West show where you literally got to have a meal and you even got a hat and you got to watch the show. I think
I can imagine in my head little Zach with this big goofy hat on.
no, it's literally you know the straw hat.
Dimmer dimmer don't own it. Dimmer
That's it. I wanted to say what
Jesus hat is a massive hat.
Tom won't know this, but James, Jack, do you remember the straw hats I have?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are that.
Oh really?
That's the one.
Wow.
Obviously, you won't know about
Quick
that.
thing.
Tom.
Yes, I do know what the. Sorry, quick thing. I'm just going to say this, and we can get back onto the topic. But you said about the Skyline Gang. Is that with that dog?
Yes.
And like all of them are multicolored.
Yes. Yeah.
I vaguely remember that. I never watched the shows. I just always remember hearing their songs in the
Yeah,
background. But yeah, carry on.
I loved their theme song. It's such a good song.
Anyway, to bring us back on topic before we go off on tangent again, because we do once we get to the 2 hour mark, I'm going to say end.
Yeah.
And
Because it'll be less when I edit this, but there's still a lot I'm going to have to do. Favorite foreign destination for me, I'd say it's close between Tenerife.
I've been there too, so many times.
No, Tenerife. It is Tenerife because Tenerife
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah, I've been to Tenerife so many times.
The one thing I hate, the fucking looky men. Would you like to buy a fake Rolex?
Oh god, yeah.
No, not to be offensive here, but most of them are black, and they're like, "Would you like?"
Oh no, most of them are African. Most of them are African.
Yeah, and they're actually just like.
Not being racist, but it is actually that.
No, I remember this. My favorite story. One of them comes up to us, annoyingly comes up to us, and he's like, "Would you like to buy this Rolex?" And my dad, I love my dad for this to this day, goes, "Okay, well that's this brand, that's this brand. What's that?" And he goes, "Very good watch." And he goes, and my dad goes, "What is it?" "Very good watch." But that's
but
Rolex.
what is it?
That's a Gucci watch. What's that brand? Very good watch. €25. €25.
I bet that wasn't a very good watch at all.
Oh no,
No,
my dad ended up indirectly telling him to bugger off, and I love it. Because I remember we were sitting in this restaurant, and we're having this lovely meal, and then one of them fucking comes in.
Oh.
Anyway,
one came in to sell you
Yeah.
stuff. Hey, are you enjoying dinner? Here, buy my Rolex.
We had to tell him, literally, fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jack, favourite foreign place you've ever been?
Like I said, I'll probably say Tenerife and probably Disneyland as well.
Tenerife, the place where British people go to get suntanned and end up burning their skin.
Yeah, or if I have to actually choose one that hasn't been said already, I would say Zante in Greece. That was quite nice.
Nice.
That's a good place to go to. I would recommend going there if you want to go to a new place. Or
I've just remembered. I went quite a while ago. I was probably something like 14. I was going to this party, and there was like another party at the same time. And who should appear but Elsa? And yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. And literally, she comes up and asks, "Hey, can you help me?" I think it was like, "Help me zip up my dress and stuff like that." So I ended up trying to help her with that, which was
nice.
That's okay. Our context does sound a bit weird, but
I'm assuming Elsa is a person you guys know.
No,
it means the person who acted as Elsa in Disneyland.
It was literally Elsa actors.
I see.
Yeah.
Out of context, that sounds very paedophiliac.
Yeah, that's what I was
Don't let
thinking.
it. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Or you're gonna get a show.
Oh god.
You're gonna get a show.
But literally, we ended up going to the party and said, and we were just talking about stuff like, so I hope you have fun with everything you do and stuff like that. And she said, thanks very much. I hope to probably see you around so I can talk to you more. Yeah.
That sounds
so creepy.
Wrong when you put that out of context.
I know.
I know it probably isn't, I know it probably isn't, but it just sounds.
It sounds like they should kidnap you. Fucking hell.
I've heard like.
Sorry, Tom.
I was just gonna say I've heard Disneyland actors aren't allowed to like speak of the outside world. Like they need to pretend. Like yeah.
And like they have to wear white underpants.
Oh god.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Apparently, it's not as fun as it looks.
Disney, have better rights for your fucking workers, you absolute degenerates.
Literally,
apparently it's so much. It's actually worse than you think.
Literally, if you're too wide for a character, You don't get that character.
Yeah. I've even heard.
Oh, actually, no. I want to say this. It's like I remember seeing like 2 Donald Ducks before when I was a child.
An imposter.
Yeah, I just remember. I just remember because I was on the escalators and I was just going up and I saw Donald Duck and I was like, oh, yeah, Donald Duck. Then I looked on the other side and I saw another person just head off, like just a Donald Duck, but he had his head off on the side and he was just eating a hot dog and I was like, oh.
That person probably would have been fired.
Probably has been.
Yeah, because like it was like in the middle of nowhere, like everyone was there.
I've heard. I'm unsure if this is like true or not, but I remember watching. I love these sort of conspiracy videos, or even just like creepypastas about Disney.
Like Shane Dawson before, you know.
And one of them is that I can't remember which Disneyland that has it, or if it's all of them or whatever. But there's a Disneyland that has all of these underground like facilities that lead from one area to the park to another.
They're in every Disneyland. It's underground tunnels to connect everything.
So that
then
so
the room 33. Where supposedly the Illuminati is in, or something like that.
No, room 33 is some fucking rich boys club. That's all it is.
It's probably just like where the staff go.
Just a bar that sells alcohol.
It's the adult area of the park.
For VIPs, it was made around. I think it was made around Walt Disney when Walt Disney was still alive.
Where he made it.
It was for like special VIP people. So, for example, people.
I thought it was just like a staff room.
No, it's like a massive. I believe it's a massive bar and stuff.
If you pay a lot of money, you can get in.
Yeah, it probably is like a VIP access for the parents.
You pay money, you get in, you get your booze, and you fuck off. That is
what it is. And
I think I swear you can get alcohol. Well, obviously, it just will be like worded differently.
There is no, as far as I know,
alcohol in any Disney park
in Disneyland.
Unless you're in an
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's not the rule, and no one who's in the suits can actually drink alcohol or anything like that.
Yeah, there's no alcohol in the park unless you're in those special clubs.
Yeah, those special rooms. Yeah.
Okay, so
just bring your own roll.
You're not actually allowed to bring outside stuff in.
Imagine trying to get that through customs. Why do you need this bottle of whiskey, sir? I'm going Disneyland with the kids. Fair enough, mate.
Me and the boys go to Disneyland.
Fair enough, mate. Go on.
Go on. Get through the door.
Just holding up just a bottle of vodka. It just clearly says it on the bottle that it's vodka. So why do you have this bottle of vodka? It's water.
It's water.
It's water, but it clearly says it. No, it's water.
Oh, I'm reusing the bottle.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just reusing the bottle. No, I swear it's water. I swear. Prove it.
Who has said
it's
when
water? I swear.
Well, what they would do for that, they would take it away and analyze it. I think.
Yeah, they'll probably get kicked out immediately.
I was just going to ask who has said their destinations.
I have. James has. Jack has.
I think it's you.
I think everyone has, really.
It's Tom.
I don't have a favorite destination because I've only been abroad once.
Where'd you go?
I went to Spain. I remember staying in a place called because I was about 8, yet I remember it so clearly. I have a very I have a steel trap for a memory. I can remember a lot of like useless information.
Yep, that's me.
But I remember we were staying in a place called the Flamingo Hotel, and there was like a water park very close to it where their main like mascot was called Mr. Sea Lion.
Oh,
and I can remember a lot of what happened there. Like I could write a book on what happened there, but I'll list off a few of the funny things that happened. One, there was like a big every night there was like some sort of act because we were staying in a nice fancy hotel. There was a nice there were like different acts. So like one of them was a knife thrower, all that sort of stuff, and one of them was a sort of event where people were chosen from families to go up on stage and do something. and my dad was one of them, and they had to do different tasks. I don't remember.
Dead
all
you
of the-
bastard!
I don't remember all of the tasks, but one of them was they had to dress up as women. They had to dress up as women and dance on stage pretending to be women. And my dad, I love my dad for this because they had balloons in their in their dress to appear as breasts.
Yeah.
He was like at the front dancing his ass off. And I remember he went to one of his like balloon breasts and bit it, making it pop, and everyone in the crowd laughed, and I fucking love him for it. And basically the prize was a very expensive special bottle of like wine, I think.
Did he win it?
Yeah, he was the one who won.
Oh, yes.
It's just a bottle called "You'll Need This."
You need
But
it.
yeah, it was
No,
great.
Is that just in Spanish? You know.
Another one was, I think, all of the kids. Another night, all of the kids from the audience had to come up, and I was one of them. Basically, if it was a girl, they dressed up as a hula dancer, and if it was a boy, they dressed up as a savage.
Oh God, yeah.
And we all wore like these. Yeah, I very faintly remember just being in like a straw sort of loincloth. I mean, I had clothes underneath, but like I was
just like only outside
bare-chested and that sort of thing. And basically, we all took turns coming up to sing our favorite songs. And I think my mother still has a recording of me singing on stage. It is very embarrassing. I think I was singing Amarillo, you know, dreaming dreams of Amarillo.
There's like single favorite song. Just sing like a rap song.
Three to the one
You
to the one
claim
to
to be
the
a player, but I fucked you.
One big thing that I can remember.
Fuck on your bitch in the clickety clack, West Side.
One thing
Go on,
I
sing
can
your favorite
remember
song.
that was
Fuck on your bitch in the clickety clack, West Side.
one thing I can remember was part of. I was part of like a singing competition at Butlins. I can't remember if I won or I got second or third. It was something like that. But I think maybe it was we were all winners because not enough people signed up for our group. But one thing I also remember is I don't know how we ended up getting there, but I ended up seeing an old friend from I think it was like my primary school.
Zac, make this your final point. Wrap this up.
Yeah.
It's now over 2 hours, and I've got to stop recording.
And basically, I think the group was called like the Funky Chicks, and we had like a headbanging contest.
I remember that.
And I did it. I ended up winning, but so I ended up getting like a Funky Chick CD, I think it was. But I did it so much my neck actually hurt after.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, let's call it here because I've got to go off and do something else, and I've also got to edit this. So
Yeah,
and I don't want too long. But I want to say thank you to my co-hosts for coming on as usual. You two have helped make this an actual dream. Links to their channels will be in the description of this video as per usual, or go on the podcast thing and see them there.
Get us to 3 digits. Me and Zac to 100.
I want to thank our friend Foxton for coming on. You've been a great guest. We're going to definitely have you on more.
Get him to 50 subs.
Thank you.
Get him to 100.
Yes. If he gets 100 subs before me and Zac, we're both going to be pissed because he hasn't uploaded any videos.
I'll put this in the description of his
channel. Well, I don't think he can because I don't know how many subscribers we actually have on this channel.
But yeah, thank you to you guys for coming along, and I hope you as the audience, if you're still here at this point, congratulations. And if there's people who have
watching,
thank you, seriously.
If there are people who have watched to the end, there will be a special bloopers video in the top right corner.
Yeah, you'll see where the eye is, which I think it would be around about here, like on the right hand side.
In the top right.
James, you're flipped, so you have to point. You have to point.
In the top right of this video, there will be
the annotations.
You will see on the top right.
There'll be a link to the behind the scenes. We're actually going to put behind the scenes for those who actually care to watch long enough, and there'll just be some of the random outtakes from this episode. I thank everyone who is actually watching these videos for your support, even if you don't watch them too long. But I please beg you, if you are watching these, watch them till the end. It helps our view time immensely. And any sharing is good sharing. Please, even if it's dumb.
Also, as well, I know this is going to sound cliche, but it's actually found out that if you like the video, I mean, even though like like the video and all that, but apparently if enough people like it, it actually gets into the algorithms more.
Yes.
It's not like bullshit. It is actually true. Like the more likes it gets, the more like it'll actually be recommended to people.
It's pretty silly, really. It shouldn't exactly.
It is dumb, but like, meh.
It works. Please like and subscribe.
Share it as well. That does
share
a lot as well.
If you're a new subscriber, I thank everyone who's come here to watch this, and a goodbye from all of us here at Chad Virgin Podcast. Thank you yet again, Fox Tom, for coming on. I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a great time. I'd definitely love to do this again. It's been a great laugh.
Have you on again, because that story about your dad is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think maybe we should just do a special next time where it's just no structure, just random. But we'll see what you guys think. Put down in the comments if you would want that, or do you want to keep a structure, and we'll do it occasionally. Anyway, that's us saying goodbye for now. It's late at night. I've got to go do something, and then I'm gonna have to edit this.
Is it late at night?
Yeah.
Nearly 6.
We'll see you guys in the next episode in about 2 weeks. Take care.